Welcome back, boys. ECS Season 7. We have a third map in order. It's going to be Nuke. We've seen a lot of that this week, and some new interesting approaches to it, and interesting approaches on Inferno as well there from the North squad. Really enjoyed some of their innovations they're bringing to the table. That was fun. What have they got in store for us on Nuke? That will be seen very shortly. It is the grand final this week. We will have either North or Vitality making their way there. Astralis already waiting. So we could have a couple of Danes making their way through from the European division first. You guys predicted Vitality at the start, Dan. Do you still feel like that's in order? James said it's wide open. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think it's wide open. I think North, although they have a good Nuke game plan overall, they haven't shown us a lot of consistency. Sometimes, they lean on their individuals a lot. And again, if their individuals aren't having great games, and that is the case, then
yeah,
it's. I feel like both teams are going to be somewhat similar here. I do think though that the ceiling for Vitality is higher on this map based on the individuals that they have and the roles that they can play on a map like Nuke. So that's why I'm leaning Vitality.
Well, there we go. I think for me, North have one secret weapon on this map, and that's Valde. He is the absolute god of Nuke, I think. Especially, I feel like he's very, very powerful on it. He understands the rotation aspect on the CT side very well. He always seems to be in the correct place at the right time, in towards that lower bomb site. He's instrumental in stopping the plants towards lower. So I feel like, for me, that's why I predicted North at the start. I feel like if it got to Nuke, that's where they'll really shine. I haven't seen many Vitality games on Nuke, to be honest, so I'm interested to see what they can bring to the table. Historically, French teams are usually pretty good on that map, but who knows? It's all up for debate here as we get into Nuke very shortly.
Yeah, just a reminder, the winner of this match goes to land, goes to London. Tickets are available now, ecs.faceit.com. You can find yourself some tickets at a discount. It's nice discounts. Find them out. Find out what the discounts are on the website, ecs.faceit.com.
Because we certainly don't know.
Well, it changes from day to day, so I don't want to throw out some random percentages, but if it's a call to action, go and find out what the percentages are. It's a mystery, but you can discover what those percentages are.
We'll hear the latest odds brought to you by Pinnacle.com, our headline sponsor for ECS Season 7. They've got Vitality as the favourites right now. You can see North just trailing behind here. But I feel like, yes, it's a game where it could go either way. No one really knows. But it's difficult to really predict when you have two landslide scores on both picks of their opponents. But here we go then. We're underway. We're going to see Kevlar across the board on both teams. You don't see that too often these days as Vitality start on the T side, sending 4 players towards the lobby. And Kiabi will challenge outside. He's taken a little bit of damage. We dished him out as well as AZ watches the squeaky door, and that could be influential as they're about to bust out of it.
There it is, door is open, and he's back to CT event. Oh god, he's doing it again. He's getting some fantastic shots off and really slowing down these Ts, and he can just hold this position now, let his teammates do the work. His mid presence next to the bomb there is very terrifying. So flanked, Valdez swings in. Oh, nice Apex though. That is a beautiful return, and with that frag and the time that he has, there's a chance here. He's discovered that there's no one on the... Oh my goodness.
Cool.
Imagine if he gets past and threw down the vent. There is a real possibility there. But North kick things off well, pick up the pistol, and will Vitality not off to the start they wanted here.
Certainly not, Dan. That's AZ once again delivering the pistol. I really like this boost as well. That's great. They knew what the bomb was. They noticed some damage had been inflicted. And we see a nice clean kill coming at the end. The auto shotgun. It's a bit of a star on Nuke. Seems to be purchased more often than not. As we'll see Gage wield it this round up against the Glocks and the PT-50 as the ramp rush comes in. We talked about this all week. The objective primarily to get 1 kill, allow them to have it. That's absolutely fine. You can see that being demonstrated right now. They call for backup. Don't need the ramp room. It's not a bomb site. You can allow the Ts to have it, as Kiabi won't give the rifle away, as Valde denies everything. But the bomb plant might come through. Actually, it almost certainly will now. Great stuff with a round where they just had Glocks and 1 P250. They get a plant out of it. Maybe another kill as well. AZ narrowly misses out on death and will defuse the bomb. But still, that's all they wanted, Dan. They wanted to get that plant, and they've got the extra cash.
Like how MBK used Glock burst
to
kill Kiabi. That was pretty amusing. I like that.
Oh, it's a strong buy now for the T side. 5k. As the AWP is available, I very much doubt we'll see it though. Alex the last to buy. Decent spawn. See if these boys can make their mark on Nuke now. Look what they're up against. 2 UMPs, a shotgun, and some AWPs. So this is what you call a bit of bonus territory for North. They can somehow win this round. That'd be absolutely huge for them, but it's unlikely they will with the current setup. They just want to make sure it's expensive as possible. They want ideally 3 to 4 kills and come back and punish with their full buy after, but it's definitely still possible to win the round.
Such a good position, isn't it, where AZ's at? It often goes so overlooked. And once again, it just... that position, for some reason, it just seems so hard to check.
Yeah.
And it gets a free kill outside, and that really, like, they were trying to fake going down low, and that completely blows that up. And now Cadian with a UMP, no less, gets a savage double kill, leaving RPK out there to fend for himself. And yeah, that really isn't. This is not a good start.
That's a dirty position from Cadian as well. I love that with the UMP. That's really cool. AZ, you're right. This position overlooked, and it's Alex who's trying to run distraction outside. And Cadian gets 2.5 kills there, much more than he's worth. Holding ramp with the UMP. I guess when you have the lesser weaponry like that, you might as well commit. See what you can do at close range. You're not going to do much if they do manage to get down towards ramp. The auto shotgun stays up. And the AK will be recovered by AZ as we get into round number 4 here. The perfect start for North. 3-0 up, and up against P250s here. And the partial buys, maximum loss bonus if they lose this round. So they can afford to invest somewhat into it. They're taking damage as they make their way towards the secret steps.
Down there you go. God, North got so much mileage out of those SMGs. A lot more than you could normally ask for. Ding dong from RPK gives an AK-47 back to Vitality. Valde has the high ground advantage. Molotov in control for a time. Buys some more time for CTs to reload. Gade making some serious cash with that. Spotting another player. Can follow up. The HE actually will blow the doors up for his teammate. And it'll blow RPK to pieces. 2 chicken giblets. NBK left alone with Desert Eagle. He has done a lot with a scout in the last 36 hours. Perhaps he can capitalize on all those aim shots with a Deagle kill or 2 here.
The Blaze.
Continues to rise in price, Deagle Blaze.
Really?
Yes, it does, yeah.
Why?
I guess supply and demand, Dan.
Invest now. Invest in your future.
Yeah.
And buy a Desert Eagle Blaze.
Blaze coin.
Yeah. We'll see MBK now trying to find anything here. He might check the close right, but you have to choose one or the other. He chose left, and down he goes. Another very clean round there. Gade staying on the auto shotgun. I respect it. He's got so much cash now at this point as well. And it's viable in the gun rounds too, as they go up 4-0. Vitality will be gutted if they let this one slip by. Remember, if you do not qualify in this particular best of 3, you'll get prize money for sure, but you will not be booking a place in the finals happening in London in June. You will have to come back in the following week and start all over again. So North in a great position so far as they have to find 5-0 now. No incendiary used towards Hut at the start, but they will use it as squeaky door, trying to hold on to the utility. Didn't think that the upper rush would be a threat at this point. Outside execution with all the smokes. We'll see every team do it. Everyone with different variations. Vitality throwing theirs from slightly different positions to what I've seen before. And a slightly deeper smoke, so maybe there's a reason for that, as they can maybe focus towards the garage and get in there and the secret steps and have 2 access points. MBK with the first frag, but Valde with a double. I didn't think he even realized 2 players were there. 2 for the price of 1, and he's found them a 4 versus 3. Alex to recover the situation as he makes his way towards heaven, but still has to be aware there's a player towards the garage position.
That's huge. Even if Apex gets traded, Alex's position, if it's unknown, is enormous, but it looks like they will check for it, and that I think that really seals the deal. MBK, he's going to be able to get out into the upper bomb site, but with the bomb down outside, he's got to go back there. The CTs know that, and too many spots to check. The auto shotgun, good for a clean headshot, and that will be that. 5-0, and it seems as though everything that Vitality have tried, they've just been absolutely owned. Every single thing.
I told you, man, the king of Nuke. Valde, getting it done.
Meaty.
And they've got the AWP now as well. This is going so well for them.
Yeah.
They've got so much cash. The AWP's out for Cadian now. They've got 3 AKs on the CT side of ramp. Now when you have the AK, you don't have to play as defensively. You can go for challenges and actually hold up. But it's the upper rush here. Valde again. Gets the first, but RPK will take him down with the P250. Bomb dropped on the bomb site floor. And this is still possible, you know, for the French as they continue to find headshot after headshot. AWP not ideal in these sort of scenarios, but Cadian will make it work for now. Flashbang deployed as his teammate is locked out towards the main entrance. They might just book it down towards lower, which they have. Lots of sound cues there, but at this point they just want to plant the bomb and give themselves a post-plant situation.
Alex planting the bomb. Zywa will have position with the Desert Eagle, and now he's got position with the AK-47. Things just became a lot more difficult for Cadian. He knows Zywa's round the back, but he's opened double doors, closed double doors, open double doors, close them again. Now they're open, now they're closed. Now there's a lot going on of opening and closing, and that's going to be a really annoying way to lose a round. First round on the board for Vitality.
He was just thinking of swinging around, go for the no-scope, and then nope, door slammed in his face in more ways than one, as Zywa and co completely decimate the upper bomb site. Zywa with some impressive shots at the Desert Eagle. Then here's the awkward moment. You can see Cadian just having to accept he wasn't getting through that. Walks away.
Slow-mo on the doors, man.
Taken down. That was pretty cool. The first round for Vitality, and they will be the ones to take a tactical timeout as they now have a decent cash injection. They recover an AWP as well. But like we said, North with plenty of money. They have not necessarily a full buy remaining, but they definitely have a buy, depending on how many players survive if they lose this round. No loss bonus for them, of course. Plenty for Vitality. So they've got money for a few rounds now. 5-1 the scoreline on a very CT-sided map, but it's early days here. All for Zywa on the T side after an impressive Deagle round. Where will their efforts be focused towards next?
Looking to push outside. Just Cadian there to watch for this. He's been pretty on point so far on Nuke, and that's a beautiful shot. Again, two players just die instantaneously. Oh, I thought Valley would have that, but Zywa was very fast, and Apex perhaps needs to win that 1v1, keep the presence for the T's outside, so that Zywa can really work his magic here, but there'll be a lot more focus on his movements now as he tries to make plays to get his team into this one. The one benefit is that they do have the bomb. They have not lost that, but this position from Cadian is devious. Ooh. Oh, that's so fantastic. Might just finish it off. Excellent round from Cadian. He's come alive.
Yeah. Probably the last position I'd put myself in with the AWP, but if he sticks the landing, you cannot argue with the result. That is excellent from him. Kicks things off towards the secret steps. Nice angle to get the first kill. Like I said, not ideal positioning, but really impressive finish from him. They weren't expecting the AWP to be there, and he punishes them for it. 3 kills in the round. Like we said, not a real reset these days. With the loss bonus racked up, Vitality could afford to give one up. You can still see they get $3,400 per player going into this round. It's 6-1. AKs across the board here.
NBK spots it up top. So many grenades. Can he make his way down? He can, but there is a smoke in main, which will keep him alive for now. They know exactly where he is, though. Kiabi will have his off angle, and Valde's there to clean up as well. North looking really prepared for Nuke at the moment. Alex, though, maybe expecting the play to turn around, otherwise I'm sure he would have tried to delay to get something more out of it. 3 versus 2, Vitality in a good spot regardless. We see that North have got some rotating to do. 1 player down events. Vitality moving into the post-plant spots. Money's not spectacular for North, so there are decisions to be made as to whether they commit to this.
Well, it looks like options are limited, to say the least. Retaking the bomb site on Nuke is an absolute nightmare the best of times. They have got smokes, flashbangs, but it looks like they're going to try and focus on locking Vitality in there with the bomb instead of trying to win the round. You can see AZ, what a wonderful position this is to try and operate in that manner. Looking for multiple kills here as Gade funnels them towards his position. This is really well orchestrated. You can see exactly what they were trying to do. Zywa, of course. The final boss, as always, difficult to kill. He will survive and win them the round. 6-2, but an expensive one. As they bounce back. North with 1 more buy remaining as the AWP comes out again for Cadian, who has looked much better here on Nuke. MP7 on the T side. You don't actually see it too often on the T side, to be honest. Most players would just opt for the Mac 10, but a little bit more meatier. Can penetrate the armor. A bit more range to it too.
Three-man aggression from North. It will be met by the AK-47 of Alex. Valde, can he get a second one? He can. The AUG too strong outside. 4 versus 3 very early on. 4 versus 2, 4 versus 1 very early on. The bomb's been dropped as well. And RPK doesn't really have much to answer with. 2 for 7 in favor of North. This is the last map. There's no other maps for recovery. They've got to bring it back now, Vitality. This is last chance saloon for this week at least. North currently in a strong position to make it to LAN. Of course, starting on the CT side may be of benefit, but Vitality, they could have a comeback, but ideally they will want more than 2 rounds.
Yeah, you need at least 3, 4 just to kind of feel comfortable that you can bring it back. 2, it's still possible on a map like Nuke. It's an odd one. It's more classic CS where the maps are heavily CT-sided and you have to break them down with unique strategies and great teamwork. I don't mind the CT-sided maps. I think it makes for interesting strategy and makes the teams work harder. And they are going to buy somewhat into this round. You can see that loss bonus, $2,900 for Vitality right now. Still holding on to it with the new system. So a Galil for Apex, P250s and Deagles. 3 players on the roof right now. Might be getting ready to go towards main entrance and get a few players through quickly with the flashbangs and Molotovs towards upper. Execution, that's for heaven. That's smoke. Nailed the door. Flashbangs going in. Full commitment, boys. Can they find the first kill?
Looking pretty good so far. Very clean. The position's uncontested. A 5-man defense. Oh, well, 4-man defense on the bomb side, but 5 men surviving. That was very anticlimactic, Henry. All the nades went in. They could barely make it out the choke points.
Well, they did what they could, you know. They had the pistols, P250s. Got to give these things a go. Sometimes Daniel just got to send it, you know. Flash in, see what you can do, make your way through. But this time, no dice. But plenty of time to recover. Like we said, 3 or 4 rounds. You're still feeling fine on a map like Nuke. Ideally, you won 6 or 7, but might not happen for you.
And that is the way of Counter-Strike as well. Sometimes, you know, it just looks like a team's getting dominated. That one big round is all they need. And it could be off the back of the pistols, but North have been pretty surgical so far. There is a lot of utility here for Vitality to try and deposition the CTs, try to get position with flashbangs and so on. But Valde, always a problem. Outside, he'll be lurking around. Cadian sent back, that's beautiful. Doesn't get any damage, but at least he's alive. I think as MBK's got a dink there. And it's a good start for Vitality, but can they get anything more here? Valde forced that off the stairs. But I really fear for what damage he can cause here. Vitality through the smoke, you can just see their legs. Can he fall back in time? Throwing the Molotov in his path to absolutely guarantee that he will live. And North take the advantage again.
45 seconds. They await Vitality or ZywOo. So many angles to check. It just doesn't go deep enough. The Molotov is deployed. The bomb is stuck in garage. Alex is alone with 30 seconds. Looks like he is focusing on damage himself as the bomb may be a suicide mission at this point, but too many man, too many angles. No way into this half, it seems, for Vitality at the moment. 9-4-2.
You're absolutely right. This is looking incredibly difficult. Valde with some sneaky angles there towards the secret steps. Has to burn himself slightly, but it's all worth it to defend himself in the end. AZ with the precision of the AK. It's great to see him doing good work. Big fan of when he's delivering frags. 9-2, Vitality still struggling here. The loss bonus keeping them in it though. Lots of full buys. Doesn't see too many ecos anymore. That smoke, or Incendiary I should say, designed to block the smokes towards outside, but they've made their way towards T-Red and they're aware of it, so they're waiting to deploy their smokes in a on the fly manner once they get there towards T-Red and just send one player across very quickly. But there's lots of CT presence towards lower. They are anticipating this, and they've got the follow-up HE as well. So as soon as KRB fires a bullet, Valde will deploy the HE and hopefully will lead them to a kill. We'll see. He needs to do a little bit of damage first, and that will do it, actually. The HE does a ton. Might send him packing.
So much utility thrown at Alex there. Cadian with the shot, wrapping around the side. Still commanding presence outside is Cadian. And finally, he's been dismantled. Kirby going back out, but Alex with very little help has to hit the headshot, and Kirby's pre-aiming too high. Valde is ready to trade it out though. So finally a man advantage, and we'll start to see Vitality creeping up towards Heaven from the outside. It's a very oppressive feeling for the CTs when you start to lose those positions. However, it can always be swung back in your favor if you are to hit some great shots. And with Valde, AZ, and Gade remaining, that is something that we can surely expect. But Vitality, they don't go up to Heaven. They're actually going down ramp to the lower bomb site. But they won't have too much time, as already there's 25 seconds to go. And Valde could really ruin this for them.
Could do, but won't.
That's not a bad shot, is it?
No, that's great. Apex doing fantastic work, and that hopefully should be the round for Vitality. We do want to see this go nice and deep, to be honest. Like, so far, it hasn't really heated up, but AZ, he's bringing the round back as it goes to a 3-on-2. AK-47 in hand and confidence flowing for himself. You can see they're falling back. They want nothing to do with this. He might have to give in at this point as he waits for the smoke to go down. His teammate Gade doesn't look like he'll be assisting, and once again, they're trying to lock them in towards that lower bomb site and take as many players down as they can.
Much needed rounds for Vitality, but how many can they get? 6 still possible in this half. There's plenty of money for North to buy it once again. You can see them focusing on trying to take weapons away from Vitality, keep them poor, and then exploit them in the rounds to come. 2 players surviving for the French. Now let's see if North can stop them from getting any consecutive rounds. They've all been in isolation, the 3 so far for Vitality. 6 would be fantastic at this point for them.
It would be. That's why, like, even on new games with huge scorelines, like, if there's a few rounds to go, it always feels like they arrive just in time. Like, there's always a few that turn up just when you need them. Start getting down towards lower, start understanding their aggressions outside, and you can start to counter it as, once again, this is the area they'll focus on. It's KD with the AWP, but a lot on his plate right now. It's a couple of players towards Silo, and they're crossing towards Secret Steps already. They'll drop the incendiary, but players already made it down, so that barely does a tick of damage. Alex just takes 3 points of damage, but great positioning from KD, and well read to find Zywood there. Drops a smoke to allow him to get a better angle. And MBK has dropped in return. What a flank that is. Gade goes up the ladder in towards the T roof and pushes them outside. They have to commit now. There's no two ways about it.
Well, this has gone badly wrong. Kirby gets 2 from Garage, including the bomb. And North is just styling on Vitality at the moment, just schooling them. That push from Gade really made things very bad. Once the CTs are in on your flank when you're trying to push outside, things start to get really bad really fast, because that means that he must have pushed lobby, so he's got all that information basically as to what you're doing. So 10-3, and it's really not looking like Vitality are finding any signs of life.
But they can keep buying. This system keeps them in it. Like, we haven't seen many eco rounds. They have a viable chance every single time with 3 AKs, pistol SMG. This is definitely a winnable round. You can see more Valve try to implement it for more action in the games, and Kiabi can't find the headshot this time. It's up to Cadian to try and deny everything. But they've already got down Secret Steps with no smoke this time. They're changing the pace. Vitality with initial success here. But can they convert the advantage they've found?
He had 3 targets. Flicked off all of them. And that may give Vitality a chance to take a 4th round. 5 versus 3. The situation has escalated quickly for them. But of course, they still need to convert. North in the previous round is running out of garage and out-aiming Vitality with the M4 weapons.
Gade's only died 1 time so far, and there's number 2. So looks like it's probably all over, but AZ, that would have been an insane transfer. Can't make it happen. There is indeed another round going the way of Vitality. So 4,
yeah,
not too horrendous.
Yeah, we said 4. It's not comfortable, but it's okay. 5. You're starting to feel it as they change the pace up completely there. No smokes outside, no telegraph plays. They weren't expecting it. Vitality just peek wide with the AKs, hit the shots, and the Orc could do nothing about it. Speaking of which, KD 9 and 6 right now. Not quite as powerful as the previous performance, but still impactful as he'll make his way towards Secret with the assistance of the smoke at the start this time, looking to focus on T-Red, and there's presence there, holding that same angle deep towards the right-hand side of the steps. But they're going towards main entrance. They've already made their way through. These kills are very important for AZ. He manages to get 2 and drops the bomb. Gets them a 3 versus 2 advantage and plenty of time, as it's going to take them a while to get into a post-plant situation. What a play this is, though. All over the map, there's action. It comes down to the 1 versus 1. Kiabi wins it, and North will have an 11-4 lead at half. AZ finishing with 17 frags, and he's earned them as well. That upper play was fantastic by him, and there's a lot of work to do on the vitality side as they switch over to the CT forces now. We'll have to take a break and see if they can pull this one back.
Money don't mean shit. All that matters is what I leave behind. Money don't mean shit. All that matters is what I leave behind. Money don't mean shit. All that matters is what I leave behind. Money don't mean shit. All that matters is what I leave behind.
North put themselves in pole position to be our next team, making their way through to the LAN finals in London. They currently find themselves at 11-4 lead, but they switched over to the T side now, and that has its own problems altogether. We'll see if they can win the pistol and give themselves a solid chance of closing it out early as they go for a fast attack outside, focusing on the silo, looking to get in towards that main entrance, but Apex is there, but not hitting the shots. He's got the information, and they can adjust, but they need to start finding some headshots very quickly indeed.
Nice. Apex picks up 1. He's down low. Can he find something else? Not sure just yet. RPK diving down the ladder somehow gets 2 out of it. That's outrageous stuff. Now down to Gade. Very tagged up, these last players, though, except Zaiwu. So does give Gade a solid chance here. Of course, going for those headshots with that USP. And he has so much time. And in 1 versus 2 on Nuke, time is just... it's just amazing. There's so many holes you can walk through to find your way onto a bomb plant. That would be very favorable. Decides to go upper, though. It's a risky business. See what he can find. Oh, my goodness. They're both there, and it's all gone wrong.
Tried to throw the decoy towards ramp, hoping it would cause somewhat of distraction there. Definitely had a chance. The first player he was shooting at had 5 HP. If one of those bullets connects, he only had the 1v1 to deal with. But the CT's playing together, both in the upper bomb site, meaning they could work together in a single 2 versus 1 instead of 2 solo interactions. So that was good play from Vitality, especially RPK somehow managing to find 2 kills there beneath the ladder position. And now North will find himself in a pretty much full eco situation. Maybe just going to try and get the bomb down the vents, who knows, as MBK will defend the ramp with a scout. First shot does a little bit of damage there, and the grenade does a lot more.
Fadeaway works swimmingly. Vale wonders where his HP has gone. North swarming around the B bomb site, but the bomb plant is going to be a different task altogether. Oh, Apex just caught walking up the ramp inside B, but he will have an easy kill. No Kevlar on the remaining player, but that is the worst case scenario ticked off. They've got the bomb plant, they've got that bonus money, $800 per person. Always nice. Round number 6 for Vitality. Almost half the score of their opponent, but they're on a CT side now. They've got the luxuries, the spoils. They did win enough rounds in the first half to make something of themselves in the second. Now they need to put the money where the mouth is.
Well, it bodes well for us getting nice and deep in this game. I want to see all 30 rounds, maybe then overtime, get the sweat out, see who can close it out. It's Vitality on the comeback on the CT side, though. This is absolutely possible. We'll see if the UMPs for masses are enough to fend off the AKs here. They send 3 people towards outside initially with a couple of grenades outside. No damage done as they go through the main entrance here. It's Apex got to defend. You have a bomb site with the UMP. Absolutely fine if you position yourself well. MBK might struggle somewhat with the scouts, but here we go. North deploying their initial smokes towards outside. Similar sort of formation as to what we saw from North, so it allows you to focus towards the garage as well. Use that position to your advantage and isolate CTs on the other side.
It's kind of scary seeing all those AKs against the UMPs. I can see Alex just annoying, being a nuisance over by the steps of secrets. And Apex wants to wrap it. Look how far back they are against the wall to maximize those ranges where the AKs would just be far superior against the UMPs, the FAMAS, and it's a 4 versus 3. Not a bad look, but still, we're getting quite weak. Certainly still chances here for Vitality to find ways to equalize the numbers. Whoa, okay, what on earth?
He's back, boys!
Oh my god. I didn't even know that it would do that much damage through the box.
Well, now you do.
Stuff.
You've learned, Dan.
I've learned.
The hard way.
So has Alex. Shot straight in the face. Still the man advantage for North.
It's not often you see the T's around the back of the garage. Like they were looking for the old stairs. AZ and Gade, 102 HP. AZ's been greedy with his. 19 seconds for this bomb to get planted. Gade had half an opportunity. Really wanted to make sure he got the kill there. And now they head exactly in that direction. NBK causes more problems. 9 seconds to make your way towards the site. NBK merely hiding, merely going around the circle. Killed all the time, stopped the ramp from being won. P250 to finish things off. NBK and the scout is disgusting.
We've got a grand final on our hands here, boys. This was the shot that started the excitement. MBK closes out in style as well. The P250, you can see the time at the top there. He's running that down as low as he can. Even if he died at that point, he still wins the round. But he nails the kill as well. Very stylish finish, gets himself an AK-47 and Vitality. Trust me, they're right back in this one now. That was a very important round for them. And they keep dishing out the treatment they received in the first half. They managed to win their bonus round as well, North. So they're going to rush towards upper now. Apex only good for 1. This is dangerous now. RPK has to be absolutely stellar as they drop down towards the vents there. No kills coming in return just yet. Another trade, 3 versus 3. Not for long though. MBK denies the plant towards lower.
Yeah, he's really come online so far. That is such a strong angle from MBK. I have no idea how Kirby hits that one. Fully expecting it, I suppose. And now down to Cadian. Looks like Vitality have done all the work they need to in this round. Cadian should be easy to finish off, but as I say that, RPK runs straight into his welcoming embrace. However, the bomb is lost down lower, and Cadian's going to have to chase after it. Alex can take a number of positions to deal with this. And he is able to just have the perfect angle there. There's nothing that Cadian can really do. And they only survive with 1 player, though, so that is job done, honestly, with North. So much economic damage. AKs come out. If Vitality are to lose this round, they're in a lot of trouble.
You don't want to be in trouble, famously. You want to be out of it.
That's the trick.
That's the trick to life, guys. So the AWP deployed. Vitality certainly on their feet now as they grind out round after round, denying partial purchases from North. They're a maximum loss bonus now on the T side, and they'll get the AWP out. You can see they have an objective in mind. The first pick of the AWP. The flashbangs come in, give up the fact they have the sniper now, and they will fall back. So slowing things right down. Cadian might prod towards ramp, or the squeaky door could even walk out towards the hut if he really fancies it. But now this is where the AWP becomes a little bit more difficult, similar to the conversation we had about the T side of Inferno.
The Bait setup attempted by North, but all ZywOo had to do was click, regardless. Alex comes out, and AZ sends him into oblivion, 4 versus 4.
Why? Okay, you've got the advantage, right? The Molotov comes down. Let's let them have ramp. Like, you've just put yourself in a scenario there where it's do or die. You have no retreat plan. You've committed through the flames, and you've given the advantage up. But Apex, luckily, does bring it back. It will be Valdi and AZ now to do anything they can here. North have certainly slowed right down on their T side. An opportunity there towards the ramp as AZ will crack open the upper bomb side, but not for long. Shut down as the time ticks away. Just Valdi now. He said he's the king of Nuke, but with 24 HP and really no time or utility, he might struggle in this one, but certainly got a chance. ZywOo, though, with the pistol out, pretty much executes him at this point. Not the headshots, but it will do. And they find yet another round. It's going to be a 5-0 now. Like we said, maximum loss bonus, but a lack of plants in the last few, but still a buy there. No warp this time. Might be a timeout, yes, from North. Their first one as they start to feel the pressure now. This is anyone's game. 11-9, CT side. Vitality have not given up a single round.
It's really come back. However, what we saw from Vitality on their T side is that they just really struggled to find any consistent approach to winning rounds. And they're able to eke out a few here or there with good, mixture of good individual ability and perhaps some missteps from North on top of that. North, a team that has been together for quite some time. They've been playing a lot of Nuke. They are a team that's very tactical. We should expect to see some pretty strong T-side setups from them, I would imagine. I would also imagine probably perhaps stronger than Vitality. So that's what I'm looking towards now. We're going to see some sort of an upper play. They don't have an enormous amount of utility, which means that you don't really want to spend a huge amount of time in the rounds because you don't want to spend time, doing a back and forth for a minute and then figure out that, oh, we don't have any nades left to actually get onto a bomb site or hold a post plant. So that means that after a delay, so that they don't get caught by the initial counter grenades or counter rush grenades, we should see a set piece likely on the upper bomb side. Might be a main split actually, by the looks of things.
Time will tell, Daniel. North looking for their first round on the T side here. Flashbang towards main entrance before they make their burst. And Apex, he is so ready for it. They have to go for the smoke as well. Flashbang doesn't do much for them apart from blind CT spawn. Apex is more than capable of handling that request. 4 versus 2 now, and Katie and AZ doing what they can. And there's actually a bit of an opening here in the 3-on-2.
Now it's just a 1. AZ, has he got an opportunity to plant the bomb? Hoping he doesn't get peeked from up top. He won't, but the HE is on the left and there's a CT on the right. And Vitality will also make it to double figures. The score remains close, but every round in this half has gone to Vitality. And that does not bode well. The CT half was dominant for North. And now Vitality will be closing the map on that side. Do North have it in them to keep their lead?
It's just Apex really that just shut that down. Like, it was indeed that main upper split. It's a really nice variation, but it is so critical that the players can make it through main. And as those players make it through main, it alleviates so much pressure on the players coming out of hut. And as Apex shut down the main push entirely, honestly, it's so surprising that they even managed to get a bomb plant out of that. So pretty good work from North to do so. However, I would imagine that we might see them running that round again a little bit later, just because I feel like they probably think, you know what, that actually could have gone so much better. Lots of nades out early from the door. Force a response from the CTs. Kirby walking outside meanwhile. Main player's attention on the door. Kirby can go for that flank. And there it is. That's the flank. That's all important. And now the upper push looks like it might be working out here.
I think you might be right. HE's being deployed though, and there's still a chance for these orcs to do damage. MBK showing how deadly he is with that particular weapon. Huge advantage though for North. This should be their first round on the board.
See, the money situation for Vitality is not great at all. Shows the damage that North have been doing despite losing the rounds, and it will pay off for them very soon indeed. Interesting what Vitality will choose to do in the next round. So we can see, so North, since this is the first round they've won, their loss bonus stack will go down by 2. But the 3,400 stacks, which is why there's a 2 there. So that 2 will disappear. Boom.
There it is. It's all starting to make sense.
But they're still at max loss bonus.
Exactly. So it remains, but now they don't have to stack.
All you need is an abacus, Henry.
That would actually help, you know. That would actually be perfect.
I have requested one, but I was probably ignored.
Well, fair play to the production team for implementing this new feature. That's very quick, and it's lovely.
That's made me actually understand it. I didn't fully understand it until they did that. It was a lot more complicated than CSGO devs suggested.
We were sat down this morning, and given the briefing, I was still a bit confused. But now we've seen it all live. It all makes sense. So, yeah, great visual representation. So thank you very much for enabling us to do our job properly.
Speaking of which, Vitality's money has been getting wrecked. Even though they've been winning so many rounds in a row, they've been losing lots of players. North have been doing lots of economic damage. And North have won one round. And already Vitality can't really put together a full buy if they lose this. So Vitality are in a lot of trouble right now.
They are.
And as we've
already said, you don't want to be in trouble. And throughout your entire life, I can't think of a single instance where it's a good position to be in trouble. But who knows what the future holds, Dan. As we get into round 23, the AWP ZywOo will have to be absolutely everything here. The firepower, not really there across the board. Utility's okay. They have a couple of kits. Ideally want that first pick, and ZywOo currently resides in the ramp room, trying to get that kill and drop down. Not really feeling too much pressure. He feels like he's being wasted in that position. Maybe going to take a bit of a gamble here towards Secret. And they are heading in that direction at least. Same smokes to allow them to focus towards the main entrance and indeed the garage. And that's where they'll be heading, just to clear that position out. Very common for the CTs to hold there these days. You can see a smoke on the left side as well to really allow them to sniff out any CTs on the other side and get to this sort of spot, which Gade's in now. Good map control from North. Looking much better now.
Yeah, it's pretty suffocating for Vitality, actually. You start to worry a little bit. They still have some outside presence and a setup there you can see between Mr. Alex and MBK. So that's going to be the baits there. MBK's announcing his presence. They're all staring at MBK's position, and then boom. UMP strikes. Doesn't do the damage it needs to, though. Ooh, the flash has gone all very wrong as well. Everyone's dying now. This is terrible for Vitality. North in a commanding position. They've got the upper ground. RPK's tapping them down, though. And all of a sudden, RPK has swung the round on its head.
Hazy with 1 HP. Trying to pop the flash. Didn't quite work out for him. RPK does +5 damage when holding a French gun. Did great work as a FAMAS there. Almost looked like he was on burst fire, but he was, of course, more effective. Beautiful stuff from him.
Yeah, that's controlled manual burst fire from RPK.
Yeah.
Valve had denied the burst fire on the FAMAS pretty much. It made it redundant. Used to be such a big deal in Source. Like the aim stars like him.
As well.
And with the burst fire on the FAMAS, it used to be so much fun to use. It's not really a thing anymore. I think that needs to be patched. That's on my list.
Such a crucial round for them to win. You don't want to go down 13-10 with broken money on the last map to qualify for LAN. So that it was really much needed for Vitality to hold on in that situation. The old man delivered.
He really did.
The petrol head.
Petrol head.
He loves cars. When he
used to be a mechanic or something. That's right.
He hired this like big muscle car.
He used to be a mechanic. He quit CS for like a year and a half to be a mechanic at his like uncle's garage or something, and came back. And here he is, stronger than ever.
Proof that being old is no barrier.
He's not in retirement age. But anyway, moving into the vents. Like it's Die Hard. 4 versus 3 for Vitality. Quickly made 2, but a bomb is going to get planted. Kiabi needs to activate, needs to find something. Put ZywOo in the red. Almost taking his ear off through the shutter, but he's still alive, and that's a problem.
Kiabi will fight tooth and nail here. North desperate for rounds on their T side. It's Kiabi left in 3 versus 1. Still possible though. Nice positioning from him. Nails the first headshot. Flashbang in hand. Deploys it successfully. Goes a little bit too deep towards Shadow. Damage towards RPK. But he holds on once again. And Vitality, after going down 11-4 in the first half, have found themselves at 12-12. And it's not quite the reset, but still not promising for North. They've let this one slip away. And they're on the T side now, really feeling the pressure. And we said this would be a great third map. The first two, a little bit underwhelming, I have to say, but everyone always remembers the last map of the series, and if this is how it goes down, I'm more than fine with that. As both teams struggle to get into it, you can see FAMAS is coming out, UMP on the T side as well. Breaking points for North and Vitality, or for Zywoo. 17 kills to his name, same story for Apex as well, as he looks towards the squeaky door. No one coming out quickly here. Outside approach looking likely, with 4 North players making their way through the more traditional smokes this time, towards Secret instead of focusing on the garage.
Very quickly indeed, moving through with 4 players, 1 left around the lobby to keep the CTs honest, although he's rotating outside as well. Zywoo with so many targets, only spots a second player, he's spotted so much information now. Still holding an angle, it's really hard to trade that, scary stuff, but they do it eventually. 2 versus 4, looks like Vitality are about to take the lead, Gade versus 4. He doesn't have the bomb right now. Okay, it's right in front of him. He's got the bomb, but he doesn't have a lot much more than that. Now they know exactly where he is, which compounds the problem. That allows CTs elsewhere to take much more aggressive positions that you wouldn't normally have the liberties to take. And it makes the rest of the round a formality. 13-12. We have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 T rounds won in this entire game so far.
Yeah. And it set the scene for amazing close to this best of 3. Remember, this is the grand final. Yes, it's an online game, but there's a lot on the line here. There's been a bracket throughout the week. We're in day 4 right now on the Thursday. We started Monday. Best of 3s throughout. Quarterfinals leading up to this grand final. World-class opposition along the way. Astralis already waiting in our LAN finals, and who will be the next team through? This is week 2 right now. We're going to have a total of 5 teams taken from the online section from each region. North and Vitality looking to be that second team. Vitality in the lead now, and this has to be the eco for North. They're going to take a partial buy of the lost bonus, as you can see, stacked up to 3 times now. So there'll be money coming through. But at this point, not feeling this strong enough to justify the full investment. Tech9, CZs, and maybe some secret play once again. But they're heading towards lobby for now. See if they've got anything up their sleeve to try and steal around away with just the lesser weaponry out. Oh, the upper rush. In we go, boys.
Oh no, RPK's missed absolutely everything, and the T's will spill into the bomb site. MBK pulls out his AK, and the nades start to fall down as well. This could be a surprising one. Here is North use the element of speed and the power of the CZs to great effect. Flashbang comes in, Apex barely escapes that. Alex is covering with the help of MBK as well. Presenting a united front there, the Frenchmen, as they start to now storm the bomb site in a retake attempt. But Gade lurks by CT, trying to keep things under control here, but they will find him out. They are doing an excellent job, but down to Valde, 2 on the spray. Turns, but not quick enough for NBK, and I think he's just about got the defuse. That was a close one.
It really was. The pistol rush towards upper. No incendiary at hut. If you're not throwing that every round, they might notice it and go for the punish. There it is. They managed to sneak out a Tech9 with a bit more drive-by potential than most pistols. RPK opens things up and gets absolutely wrecked by the pistol. And Vitality will recover the round with a decent retake. North struggling now as they take a timeout, their last one. 4 rounds in a row for the French as they find themselves a 14-12 here.
But they have stacked up that loss bonus 4 now.
They really have.
So it looks really good. You know,
Yeah.
like it's full. The bar is full. I feel like that means, you know, indicates good things, but
Yeah.
but perhaps not.
Pretty crazy. We've only seen a few T-sided rounds, but like we said, I don't mind it too much. Like it's interesting to see how strong a team can be on the CT side, how they play it, how it can be broken down. There's always vulnerabilities. You just got to find them. And North almost did there with the upper rush. They spotted an opening, jumped through it, came down to the 1 versus 1. Great play from MBK once again to keep Vitality in the lead and touching distance now of the London finals.
Whoa, that is a beautiful pick. So early in the round as well from Cadian. So much to work with. Okay, just, is he scrolling? Does he scroll his nades?
I hope not.
That's inexcusable. Either way, moving forwards, they will go for the push onto the upper side, not waiting around at all. AZ's absolutely killing it. What a beautiful round. Zywoo is forced to CT spawn straight away, or perhaps not. They don't have any money though, so he desperately needs to save this gun. They will be hunting for him.
Yeah, this is absolutely massive.
Ooh.
No loss bonus at all. no reserved cash, and Zaiwu has chosen the top of heaven to save his weapon. He could steal it away. If they don't somehow detect him up there, they know he's the AWPer. There's a chance of a ninja here, James. You feeling it?
Oh, please do it.
You feeling it?
I would do it.
Of course you will.
Oh, this is GC.
Go on. Go on.
Get stuck in.
Go
Go on, my
no.
son. Go on, my son.
Oh, someone in main.
There's one
though, I
guy
think.
in main. And...
I don't think he timed it well enough. I think it would have been really touch and go, which it has to be on a ninja. It felt like it was a little bit too late.
I mean, I think he had a smoke too.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
At that point, though, it's getting very technical. Like it's coming down to the milliseconds of the timing of a defuse like that. I think he just wanted to get on it and hope for the best. They might have assumed him being the AWPer. He's run off to one of the spawns to save the weapon. So he just took the gamble. I liked it. I think that was worth.
Yeah, I do too.
But unfortunately, you are completely correct. The fact that he doesn't have the AWP anymore is also a massive issue for them. So massive risk leads to no reward.
North still rocking the full bars.
They are. And certainly not
4+2.
for Vitality, as you can see. So every round you win, if I'm not mistaken, that will take away 2 of those
No, it's
stats,
just the
right?
first round you win of a half. Because
Okay.
you start on the second loss bonus.
Right.
So kind of evens it out, I suppose.
Hmm.
So after that, it's normal. Apart from the stacking part.
Yeah, that's the bit I need to kind of
We
throw
need
into
those
my head.
Duplo bricks.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've built a career the last 6 years of this economy system, so this to change in week 1 or week 2 of ECS, it's a little bit difficult to keep it all up, but here comes the upper rush. The Deagles to defend, but it's North doing a fantastic job here of trading and finding presence towards the upper bomb site. It's so chaotic, but Gage
Beautiful.
holds his nerve, and RPK surely can't win this with just a shotgun. He's got the bomb, though. This is actually possible now. If he can just reach the AK, he can't, and they know it with 5 HP. I think his days are numbered. Damage done. If he got the AK there, maybe he stood a chance, boys, but unable to do it, and Vitality force-bought that. We've come right down to the wire, round 29, and they've got no cash at all, no loss bonus, and North need one more for London point here. Is what we're calling it now.
He still had a chance with the shotgun, but
Yeah.
he's expecting they're going to find a way to outmaneuver him with 2 people, forces the action. But if they turn that corner and he's close, that's just one shot away from glory per person.
2 glory shots required.
A HE outside, some nice damage there.
That is nice damage.
Haven't really seen a successful carpet bomb of HEs outside for a while. 2 P250s and 3 USPs. North will be careful. Not their first crack at qualifying for LAN this season. They won't want to go for another one. They want this to be the one. Vitality's money is still going to be kind of arse in the next round, assuming they lose this. So North have put themselves in a very strong position. T rounds have been rare. They're the only team to string a second round together on the T side. And this will soon be a third.
Yeah, almost over now. This was a mere formality. There it is, London point. As it's now been coins. So we'll see if they can close it down, or whether we'll go to an overtime. It's absolutely possible. Vitality have had so much success on the CT side, but maybe North have just cracked it wide open now. There's a lack of utility for Vitality, but I mean, North, will they try to exploit that, or will they start to play it really slow now? I know that Henry said before, something about Danish teams in the past is that they weren't decisive enough in rounds like this. But here we go. Into ramp, they're going fast. I like it.
MBK's got to back off immediately. That smoke will do some. Apex on the rotation, caught by Caden with the AWP. North are in a strong position. They have no need to commit towards the B-bomb site, moving away from the ramp position now. A pop flash towards CT. There's only one player on the lower area for Vitality, however. The focus is on the A-bomb site, and now MBK's come back up the ramp and seen that no one is there. So Vitality can have a stronghold in the A-bomb site. So we can see there's a recon mission outside from North, and there's one inside with NBK, who sees that the radio area is open as well. And he won't go too far. He won't outstay his welcome. There are 5 people alive, so he doesn't need to pursue continuously. Vitality just needs to know they could be flanked from outside. And other than that, probably going to be an A play.
Yeah, 50 seconds to go. It's very tense here. 2 flashbangs and an HE left on Vitality. Indeed, Very horrible situation, but this is not a bad off angle for MBK. You can see he's going to get a free one there. Not going to be greedy and go for the AK. Knows that there could be more. Here's the stepping. MBK is so huge, but Valde absolutely nails that peak. That's so strong. 4 versus 3, they maintain the numbers advantage, but the time is actually a problem at this point.
Wow. That kill is everything. ZywOo had no business getting it either. They could hear him coming, and Cadian's making a desperate play to get this bomb down. Had to hit the no-scope, and back and forth we go. RPK to keep the dream alive. Take us to overtime, denies the plant. 10 seconds remain, though. AZ nails it, and he has taken North to the finals as they win the grand final of Week 2. What an excellent game, chaps. It looked like Vitality had done enough right down to the final few rounds there, and it just all goes wrong. North come to life. That was one of the best games of the week. Again, we've done it once more.
Yeah, I think it was fantastic the way it played out. A landslide victory map 1, a landslide victory map 2. Then it looks like a runaway at the beginning of the 3rd map, but eventually it goes all the rounds. AZ finishes with a 30 bomb, a clean 30 bomb to take his team to land. Congratulations to North.
Yes, they've done again. Finding a bit of success this year. They won a tournament over in London at the start. It seems to be a city where they're finding a bit of success as they'll be making their way towards it again once more. That's going to be a sigh of relief for North overall. They do not have to play any more online CS in the ECS League at least, and can prepare themselves for the LAN finals. Takes them off the radar. They can work more on their strategies and their individual synergy. You can see this team getting better and better as Vitality, though, my hat goes off to them. They presented a great game, and it looked like they had done enough on the comeback as well. Remember, they went down substantially in the first half, and they had to grind it right the way back. It looked like they were the stronger team, and indeed qualified for London. There they are. North will be making their way through it. AZ, great to see that name at the very top. It's always great signs when he's dropping 30 bombs. He wins a 1 versus 1 clutch to deny overtime as well. He's really got to be feeling it right now. Any other players that caught your eye? For me, Valde, strong as usual, boys. Any other shout-outs you'd like to mention?
Got some nice picks from Squeaky Door, from Cadian towards the end there. Some really impactful frags, cut off rotation from players, caused more problems for Vitality.
Well, there's the bracket as well. You can see how the week played out. North make their way through. Pretty clean, to be honest. They dropped a map against Virtus Pro, clean against Avantgarde 2-0, and then Vitality, the final boss, they managed to overcome them. So this is looking good now. Remember, it was Cadian and North, the project as a whole. Removing MSL was a big move for them. There's a lot to rebuild, and slowly but surely, it's getting there. This isn't the LAN just yet, but it's a good step towards it. They're going to be having lots of time now with a new coach and a new system in place to work and hone their craft and hopefully cause some damage at the finals. We want to see this brand, this massive organization, have a successful team, which has been a long time coming, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
More power to them.
Yeah.
It's cool that North were able to defeat Evangro as well after losing last week to them in 3 maps. So, and also North, I think there's so many teams that could create problems. We're going to see Mousesports again. A Mousesports Vitality final, for example, could be something that's on the cards. Fnatic, I think next time we see Fnatic, they're going to be way stronger. Obviously, she's coming straight back from China as well. So lots of amazing Counter-Strike to still be had in the many weeks that remain.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard, and we'll see how this all broke down. We actually have cash prizes as well, and so it's not all just for LAN qualification, though it certainly helps. You can see the money being racked up now. North making a bit more cash because they did not qualify in week 1. They managed to get some prize money there. I think they came dead last with the 750. Astralis already qualified, so you can see how the prize money breaking down week by week. 12k for coming in first. So there you go. North actually edging Astralis in total prize money, but that's just because they've played more weeks. So there we go. Another week of the European division done. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. It looks like you did.
Absolutely.
You look very satisfied, Dan.
Yeah, this is great. But there's more to come, Henry. We're not done just
yet.
What's
going to happen? Please tell us. What happens next?
Well, we've got Furia and NRG facing off in our final for North America to see who will qualify for that region for the finals on week 2. And Furia, defying our expectations, being able to defeat what otherwise was a very good look complexity. And so I don't know what's going to happen. That's going to be a spicy one.
I've had a lot of fun this week. I think we've had it all. James, thank you so much for the drone demonstration today.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that really was an enjoyable part of the show. It looks very complicated. I respect your commitment and passion to your hobbies. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Do you feel like drones will be something you're going to take with you for the rest of your life, or is this the flash in the pan and you forget about it in 6 months?
No, I tend to cycle my hobbies.
Yes,
like
that's what I mean.
Basically. Yeah. So I always have interests, but the electronic side, I used to take things apart as a kid. Now I can put them together. It's even better.
That's cool, man.
It's fantastic.
We can actually look at the bracket in the European division for next week. Would you like to do that? Do you want to have a look? Well, you don't have a choice now. You're going to get stuck in. Here we go. So this is the teams that are signed up for next week. We are going to see Optic, I believe, for the first time. We're waiting for opposition for them. G2 make their appearance as well against Force. Virtus Pro back for more against the mighty Fnatic. Avangard, who have got to the semi-finals both times of their outings now, will face off against LDLC regulars as well. Any teams that you're excited to see perform in ECS?
I'll play Optic.
You'd play?
It looks like they need an opponent.
They need an opponent. 5 Bardogs. Get them on there. And you're going to have to do that without me, chaps. This is my send-off as well. So good luck with this. You're going to miss me, my witty jokes, my fun humour, everything like that, Dan?
You'll be greatly missed.
Greatly missed. Wow. You got like a present for me or anything?
No.
Or no, nothing, no card?
There's no leaving.
No.
He's like a dentist receptionist, isn't he?
Okay.
You'll be greatly missed.
It's all business here,
I got this
Henry.
watch from you, so maybe I can use that as my memento.
Yeah,
So-
you got yourself a nice watch there.
I've
It's a
had a lot
limited
of,
edition
Yeah.
Seiko Alpinist.
I've had a lot of compliments on it.
There are
so-
1,959.
There are. I
of
looked into
those.
it because people have been asking me about it, and I was like, Bardolph knows all the information. I had to look into it and find out.
It's
But now
serious.
it sounds like I know what I'm talking about.
He's tooled up. We've got canvas straps going on.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's got all the bits and bobs. It's great.
It's great. It's been a great week too. And as Dan said, we still have another show to cover on the North American side of things. Looking at my lovely new watch, we've got about 5 minutes till that show starts. We'll take a break now and be back with that very shortly for another grand finals. So make sure you come back for that.